Hey, coin collectors, it's DC on the big D with the LGFMA coin. And here it is right here. It says Liberty at the top, says In God We Trust behind Washington, and Washington is facing to the right. What's going on here? Well, remember the America the Beautiful and the U.S. state quarters, Washington facing to the left. Remember, last year they came out with a new quarter, Washington facing to the left. This is a 2021. This is the 2021 Washington crossing the Delaware quarter. And so Washington facing to the left. And then remember the original Washington quarter, Washington facing to the left. And this was from 1932 until 1998. Washington faced to the left. Well, here's the deal. In 1932, when they picked the winner of the design contest, I guess you could call it a winner. It wasn't, and it was really, there were two possible designs for the 1932 Washington quarter. Why 1932, you might ask? Well, 1932 was the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. So they wanted to put him on a quarter. He had been born 200 years before that. And so they solicited designs, and they got two different designs that they really, really liked a lot. They got the Gardin Fraser design, and you can see the LGF right down here underneath. And they got the John Flanagan design, and there's a JF way down in there, kind of beat up. Well, the Secretary of the Treasury, I believe, chose the John Flanagan design, and so we've had that on the front of the coins from 1932 until 2021. Now, they wanted to have a new quarter come out, and they wanted it to be part of the American Women's Series quarters. So we are going to have a bunch of American Women's Series quarters starting this year. This is the first of them. And what they did was they went back and said, well, Laura Gardin Fraser did a great design back in 1932. Let's use that one. We'll pick her up on her offer 90 years later. Okay, so this is the copper nickel clad copper version. This is, of course, is the Philadelphia mint coin. We don't know how many they made in Philadelphia yet. The numbers haven't come out yet, or how many they made in Denver, or how many mint sets they've come out with yet. And then this is the back, and it's just the magnificent Maya Angelou reverse. It says United States of America at the top, Maya Angelou here with her arms spread wide open, as the bird wings behind her are spread open. And then down here it says E pluribus unum, $quarter. On the left here we see that there is some initials there also. And those initials there also are E and an S and a D. And on the right, we also see some initials here, and we see a C, an A, and a C. Those are the two engravers of the back. One is actually the medalist, and that is Craig A. Campbell, who's called the medallic artist. And this one over here is ESD, and that's Emily Damstra, and she's from the Artistic Infusion program. So this is what the new quarter looks like. There's going to be a bunch more of them. In other words, not a bunch more of this particular coin, but a lot more of the American Women Quarters program. And so we're going to have Sally Ride coming up, the first woman in space. Dr. Sally Ride, I should say. We're going to have Wilma Mankiller, the first female chief of the Cherokee Nation. We're going to have Nina Otero Warren, who was a suffragist from New Mexico and the first female superintendent of the Santa Fe Public Schools. And we're going to have Anna May Wong. And Anna May Wong was the first Chinese-American film star. So we're going to have a bunch of people from different cultural and ethnic backgrounds, a bunch of women or people from different cultural and ethnic backgrounds on the back of the coin. And it's all going to be capped off by this Laura Gardin Fraser, the LGF, Washington facing to the right. They will have a silver version of this quarter. They will have a with an S on it for San Francisco Mint. They will have circulating mint sets of these quarters in the plastic, and they will also have a San Francisco Mint in the copper nickel clad copper coin. So the way you can tell those is you just tip them up on the side, and if it's silver here all the way through, then that's a 90% silver coin. If it's you see any copper nickel cladding in there, then it's it's just a simple copper nickel clad copper. We don't know exactly how many they're going to make, but let's keep looking, and hopefully you'll find one in your change soon. Have a great day from DC and the Big D Coin channel.